Good morning. Good morning. This is Donovin Darius, your life strategist, international speaker, motivator, and performance coach. I'm here this morning with you guys on the morning encouragement. Come on in. I want to leave you with a message this morning that I truly believe that your environment is essential to your happiness and your success. In other words, the nature of your environment, the environment around you, whether it's your home, whether it's your inner circle, whether it's your friends, whether it's your mental attitude, whether it's the things around you, it is essential to your success and your happiness. When was the last time that you had a good day at work and you came home to a house that was dirty? There were dishes in the sink, the trash wasn't taken out, they had a little smell to it. Well, just as when you walk in that house, and no matter how good your day was, the environment that you walked into all of a sudden seemed to suck the air out of the happiness that you experienced. So is the same thing on the other side. If you have a tough day, when you return to a home that's nice and tidied up and clean, candles are on, got a nice little aroma, okay, the bed is made, trash is out, there might even be something on the stove getting the pots hot. That environment has an opportunity to bring about some type of joy. So is the same thing with your friends. Think about your 5 closest friends, even if you have 5 closest friends. And I think most times we really only have like 3 at the most, the ones that are really take care of the root. Think about that environment. What is that environment like? Think about over the last week. When you've been around those friends, or you talk to them on the phone, what has it been like? Has it been toxic? Has it been encouraging? Has it been motivational? Has it been uplifting? Has it been a place where you get a chance to pour out and just be you? Because those things are essential. Those things are essential. I truly believe, and I wrote a quote down, and it says this about your environment. It says you can create your ideal environment by having a positive attitude, a willingness to admit when you're wrong, and a mindset that understands that failure is not permanent, but it's merely feedback. And so I'm talking about environment this morning because our environment that we have all around us is actually a reflection of who we are on the inside. For example, if you move a person, a good influencer, a person who has a great positive attitude, and you move that person into a bad neighborhood, okay, or bad environment, because of what's on the inside of that person, I can tell you that after a while, that person will start to affect and impact those people around. Because our environment are a reflection of those things that are on the inside of our own attitude. If you think that everybody you meet are crooks, then guess what? You're going to continue to meet crooks in your life. If you actually believe on the inside, if your attitude is that things are going to work out for you today, if you start with that attitude, then guess what? You're going to find places and ways where things are going to work out. And so the way that we set our attitude is basically the same reflection of what our environment is going to be. And so I want to just share a couple of things. Okay, I want to share basically 5 ways that you can develop, okay, that positive attitude, and that you can develop the environment that you want. Okay, number 1, like this quote says, you can create your ideal environment by having a positive attitude. Well, how do you develop a positive attitude? Number 1, you develop a positive attitude by the things that you read and the things that you watch. If you're watching things that are uplifting, if you're watching things that will teach you, if you're watching things where it has not just a good ending, but there's a moral to the story and that you can relate to it, then it has an opportunity to change your mindset, whether it's from negative or to positive. So number 1, watch what you're watching. Okay, be mindful. Okay, get a book. Get a motivational book, a self-help action book, something where you can take action on your own, not where somebody happened to tell you to do something, but where you gave yourself permission to follow along. Because it's when you take action, whether it's what you watch or what you read or what you listen to, that's when it has a chance to change your attitude. Number 2, I want you to be the hero of your own story. Oftentimes we see the good in other people, but the failures in ourselves. And so I want you to be the hero of your own story in your own life. Think about whatever your situation is, whether it's financial, relationship, whether it's business, whether it's emotional, health, family, whatever. If there was a hero of the story, what would the hero do? What would the hero think about? How would the hero walk? What would the hero say to him or herself? And that's what I want you to do. I want you to be the hero of your own story. Because oftentimes we look at other people and we see the good and the greatness of them, but we also see the failures of ourselves. So I want you to have a positive attitude by, number one, monitoring what you watch and what you read. Number two, I want you being the hero of your own story. Number three, I want you to identify yourself with an image or a slogan that inspires you. You see, what inspires me may not inspire you. The quote that inspires me that I think about every day is this, that every adversity, every failure carries with it a seed of equal or greater opportunity for success. That's what encourages me. So when I have those tough moments, or I go through things and I didn't expect it, I go back to every failure. Is this a failure or disappointment? Yes. It's carrying with it a seed of equal or greater opportunity for success. So that means that I got the ability to be in control. I can control how this story is going to end. And so the number three thing is I want you to identify with a good slogan, okay, a good quote that inspires you. Make that, take a picture, write it down. This is what I actually do. I write it down on a piece of paper or I type it up and then I take a picture of it. And then I make that my desktop on my phone. So that way, how many of us use our phone all day? So that means every time I look at my phone, I actually read that quote. Every time I pick up my phone, which I do more times than anything, I'm actually reinforcing on the inside the things that I need to create and to develop that positive attitude. So number one, watch what you read and what you watch, okay, and what you listen to. Number two, be the own hero of your own story. We're talking about how to develop this positive mindset to impact your environment. And number three, get an impactful quote, get an impactful slogan that means a lot to you. And number four, you have to have a definite purpose. You have to have a definite purpose, okay? Because when you have a purpose, it helps you develop an initiative. So when you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, then from the inside, it develops initiative. So now you're willing to do something because why? It means something to you. See, most times, one of the reasons why we go to work every day and we go to work and we just clock in and really once we clock in, we're clocking out is because it doesn't mean that much to you. It doesn't have a personal value to you. Yeah, sure, you may be doing good things. Sure, you may be helping people out, but it's not your personal initiative. It's not something it's not part of your purpose. Okay, it's not part of the who you really are. And I know what you're saying. You're like, well, I got to get money. I got to work. I got to do this. Yes, you got to do that. But at the same time, you're doing it. Okay, make sure you're writing down. What is it that keeps you alive? What is it that gets you up? What is it that's waking you up? What is it that won't let you go to sleep because it keeps reminding you of what you need to do? That's what's going to give you your self-initiation. That's what's going to help you develop your self-discipline. That's what's going to help you develop your creative vision because you have this purpose. And that's what's going to help you organize your thinking. And so remember, number one, on how we develop a positive attitude and how do we reflect that in our environment. Number one is monitor what you're watching, what you're listening to, and what you're hearing. Number two, become the hero of your own story. Number three, identify with a successful image. Number four, okay, have the definite purpose. Okay, have a definite purpose. And number five, do it now. Do it now. Don't wait. There's no better time than today. Yesterday is a mystery. Tomorrow, is a history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is what we call a gift from God. It's the present. So open up your gift today. Open up your gift today. Because as I said, your environment is essential. Okay? It's basically developed because of your positive attitude. And then it talks about you can create your ideal environment by the positive attitude, your willingness to admit when you're wrong, and the mindset that understands that failure is not permanent. What does it mean when I say the willingness to admit when you're wrong? That's basically us humbling ourselves, understand this, that I don't know it all. That's what science is. Science is the art of us trying to understand more things. And if you're honest with yourself, and if you're truthful with yourself, you realize, I don't know it all. And so the way that life is set up is for us to need people. And I don't mean need them so that we can live per se, because we're in and of ourselves. Okay, we want to be confident in our identity and who we are and whose we are. But I'm just saying, to get things done, our purpose is always connected to something and someone else. And I wrote about it in my book, and I think it's like the 3rd chapter, when it talks about discovering your purpose and the functions and principles of purpose. Okay, and if you didn't get it, okay, make sure it'd be a great Christmas gift for you or somebody else. If you haven't got it yet, you can get it on Amazon. It's called Next Level Motivation: Principles for Living Life to the Fullest. I think it's like $12. Okay, so I made it very, very affordable because I want to make sure everybody get the information and you get to live your life to the fullness. Okay, and so understanding this, that when we admit when we're wrong, when we're willing to admit when we're wrong, then we're open up for more information. It's just like if I have something in my hand, it's not until I open up my hand that I can receive something else. It's not until I realize that there's more things that I don't know. There's more information. And I may be wrong. That means I may have misinformation. Because if it's not totally true, then it's all basically mistruth. And so being open to understand that I may be wrong in this. I may have the wrong idea. I may have the wrong perspective. I may have the wrong vantage point. There may be some more things that I need to get to make this picture complete. And the last thing, when it says that you can create your ideal environment by having a mindset that understands that failure is not permanent. It's just merely feedback. That's really all it is. Think about the last biggest challenge that you had to overcome. Okay? You're standing here today not because it totally destroyed you, but because there was feedback. You failed. That just means that, hey, you didn't get it right. But how many people, how many things have you accomplished in your life where it took time? It took you doing it multiple times. You see, if you're walking through life thinking that you're going to get it done the first time, the only time, then you're setting yourself up for disappointment. But life is about the journey, not just the result. And so whenever you put up your mind to do something, you got to understand that you have to enjoy the journey. And part of the journey is getting feedback so you can get it right. And so again, I wanted to encourage you guys this morning, okay, to understand that you can create your ideal environment. What environment would you like? Would you like it to be positive? Would you like it to be full of creativity? Would you like it to be full of enthusiasm? Well, you have to bring that, because your environment is a reflection of your attitude. It can be positive. You got to have a positive attitude. You got to have a willingness to admit when you're wrong. And you got to understand that failure is not permanent, but it's merely just feedback. And so my encouragement to you, that you have a great day. Okay, have a great day. I want to encourage everybody who has been enjoying these videos. If you have not, continue to make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which again, I post these videos on a YouTube channel, so definitely subscribe there, and so you can also get the notification and click the notifications so you can get them when you know when I post and upload different videos and different content from there. A couple other reminders. Remember, I also have the Road to Sunday Glory show, which is a new show I launched in November, where I interview the most successful athletes in the world as they reveal their stories, their challenges, their victories that have defined them pre, during, and their post-careers, all leading up to have they found that new Sunday glory for themselves. And so it's a wonderful show for you to get a chance to understand some of these successful athletes and the mindset, and you'll relate and see, wait a minute, I'm going through a lot of the same, they're going through experience the same thing I'm experiencing. And when we relate to people, when we relate to understanding, man, if they can do it, I can do it. And then you also get a chance to get a behind-the-scenes peek. And then I'm none other than by your host, Donovan. So we have a good time with it. I've done 10 of them up to now. Every week, those are launched. They're on the Grant Cardone network as well. I'm happy that I'm actually getting my website redone, and I'll be actually having all that stuff up on there as well. But in the meantime, definitely check it out. You can go on the Grant, as I say, Grant Cardone. GrantCardoneTV.com, And then you can kind of see all that. A lot of other videos up there. A lot of my other videos are up there as well. A lot of the motivational encouragement. So I encourage you, man, have a wonderful day. Today being Wednesday, they call it hump day. It ain't hump day, man. It's wonderful Wednesday. It's wonderful Wednesday when you have that right environment, because set by that positive mentality, positive attitude. All right. So listen, everyone, be encouraged today. Know that life is happening for you and not to you. All right. Also, make sure you check out, if you did not already, the video that was posted. I'll post a link this morning from yesterday, from the Channel 4 news that I did on Monday, when I talked about fighting holiday depression. And so I think that was really encouraging. I gave some tips and advice for people going into the holidays, because again, a lot of us, we all experience it one way or the other. And it's good to know that we're not alone, okay? So good morning, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys those shout-outs this morning. When I say your name, what that does to me is that seals the deal. That means everything I said prior to this moment, it is just for you. I know how it is on these forums, it's like or on the Facebook Live, things like, oh man, you're talking to everybody in the world. No, but when I say your name, I am speaking directly to you. And so you have no excuse. So Miss Regina Hunter, this was for you. Good morning. Shirley Steele Walker, good morning. Have a great day. Miss Ruth Guerrero, good morning. Miss Patricia, Big Bucky, what's up, buddy? Have a great day. Melissa Freeman, Scott Laba, Jonathan Reed, good morning. Have a great, wonderful, wonderful day. William Small, have a wonderful day. Derek Boston, man, that positive attitude. Alan Thomas, man, willingness never to give up. Marva Keene, set that mindset. Annette Samuels, Aunt Nettie, what's up? Be your own hero. What would your hero do? You are my hero, because you never gave up. You keep fighting. You keep going. And you keep waking up. Bad knees, bad back, bad arm, bad ankle, whatever it is, you keep going. I love you, Aunt Nettie. Monique Coleman Harris, good morning. That's for you. Tawanda Pollard Young, this is for you. This message is for you. Failure's feedback for you. Steve Salke, yes, it's only feedback. You will overcome. You are an overcomer. Lynn Eldridge, you got that positive attitude. People come to you for the energy. You have it. You're filled up with it. And now you walk it out. Joe Speed, continue to be speedy in your life. Continue to overcome things with supernatural fast power and ability. Tola Covington, you are amazing today because you have the environment of a queen. Crawford Shonda, continue to be great. Continue to do those wonderful and great things. Sean Fitzgerald, you refuse to give up. You refuse to give in. You refuse to give out because you set the positive attitude. Miss Renee Burgess, continue to be a trendsetter. Continue to be a leader. Continue to be an influencer. Know that your labor is not in vain. Kim Letheo, this was your day. Miss Watts, this was your message. This came directly for you so that you can understand it. You get to control your environment. Edward Saker, you're the man. You're the man because you are, because you control your environment, because you encourage yourself, and because you decide to never ever give up. DB Coach Trainer, because you are the man, because your attitude, never give up, never give in, never give out. You are this message for you. Miss Cindy Robin, continue to be great. Continue in big life. Continue to walk in peace. Continue to walk in positivity. Continue to be a difference maker. Christopher Allen, you continue to be great. This is your day. Life is here for you. You are more than a conqueror. And so Derek Boston, you understand, listen, there is no failure. You're only a conqueror. You're more than a conqueror in any and everything. Big Ramon, what's up, Chief? Woodrow Wilson, you the man. What's up, boss, man? Hey, listen, man, you continue to do everything you're doing, man, raising that family, man, being there for the wifey and them kids, man. They looking up to you, man. They're like, listen, Dad, we always say, you know, when we send our kids out, we say, kids, you know what I'm saying, you know, watch your step, watch where you walk. And then the kids just turn around and say, hey, Dad, well, guess what? You got to be careful, too, because I'm following your footsteps, all right? So continue to lead the family, man. Continue to be the father, you know what I'm saying, that we desire to be. Despite what we had, who we had, doesn't matter. We got today. All right. And so listen, you guys continue to be great. Miss Sarah Culpepper, continue to be awesome today. Make it a great day today. Rick Wilson, as you make up your mind what it's going to be, it will be. Nothing can happen to you unless you allow it, because it's happening for you and how you react. Miss Patricia, continue to do great things. Continue to know that you're also making an impact every time you respond. Every time you say yes to life. Life is saying yes back and paying you back. Angelo Vespi, continue to do great things. Thank you for your inspiration and your leadership and all that you're doing with the kids and all what you're doing, you know, pouring into the lives of people even in the business, in the medical field, and the equipment business and all that. Mr. Nee Scott, thank you. Thank you for being a participant. Thank you for saying yes, and thank you for encouraging me through your messages and encouraging me. Bob Ganzak, continue to be great and be that positive influence. Continue to share about the Dale Carnegie series and how to communicate and how to have a positive mentality and how to take life by the hand and run with it, and how to be remembered for the things that you did versus the things that you didn't do. Continue to do those things, man. They matter. Miss Carrie Beddard, you have the mindset of a queen. You have the mindset that doesn't give in. Okay, life is made open here for you, waiting for you, saying, yes, take me over. Do with me as you please. Go today. Don't slow down today. Let life be your victim, okay? And then take it one day at a time. All right, Miss Pat, continue to be great. Continue to do great things. Tola, same thing. Miss Linda Armstrong and Tola, you guys continue to understand that whatever it is you desire in life, you will have. You will have it because you made up your mind. You will have it, and nothing can stop you. If it looks like it's not here, it's just a delay. It's not a denial. So continue to walk forward. Janet Dozer and Ken Meyer, understand that you have the power to change your situation with just a yes, with just a no, with just a maybe, with just walking forward. You have the power. I'm here, I'm sealing it, letting you know. Linda Nisham, at the end of the day, understand what your purpose is great. That vision, that insight, that dream that's on the inside of you, nobody can understand it because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. And you go out. Fly Trini Skater, what's up? What's up, boss man? Eon, what's up, man? Hey, continue, man. Every day, every time somebody sit in your chair, man, you are changing their life. You're building confidence. You're giving them self-image. You're helping them know, man, that listen, every time they sit down, you know what I mean, it's a new start, a new fresh. Eon is a barber in Camden, New Jersey, man, my next door neighbor, you know what I'm saying, one of my good buddies, man. So listen, you guys continue to grow. Miss Monique and Curtis, just want to remind you, just let you know, man, listen, you demand life to give you what it's supposed to give you. You demand it out of yourself. Okay, we got voices. Those voices in us tell us, you know what, go, and some say stay. But I need you to follow the voice that brings you closer to your goal, closer to your destiny, one day at a time. That's all you need, all right? And so listen, you guys continue to go. Quincy, what's up, man? Continue to impact people. When they sit down in your chair and you hear them talk about their life story, that's because they trust you. That's because you've been battle tested. That's because you overcome and you're overcoming. Continue to be that great father, man, and that great brother, and that great, you know what I'm saying, that great friend, man. I really appreciate it as well, man, having you in my life. And Miss Sherry as well, Miss Sherry Jackson, continue to walk in, you know, I mean, God's faithfulness for your life. Your purpose and the vision He has for you and the plans He has for you are awesome. They're amazing. They're not thwarted. They're not delayed. They're not denied at all. It's just one day. Today was the day you had to hear this message. Be reminded that this is Spirit talking to you, reminding you, encouraging you that the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. It's already behind you, and you're walking it out. And so you guys continue, Miss Gladzina. You guys go, and Ryan, Miss Gladzina and Ryan, this is for you. Understand this, you are more than conquered. Nothing formed against you can prosper. Remember this, it may be formed. It may look like it. It may have the appearance of it, but it won't prosper unless you let it prosper. In life, to everyone, you win and you learn. You never lose. The only way you lose is if you give up and you fail to learn the lesson. That's it. That's the only way you lose. If you give up and you fail to learn the lesson. And so life is teaching us today. Students of life, you guys be blessed today. Remember, like these pages, share them, okay? I don't know how many people we got on here, man, but make sure we share them, okay? And before we go, my buddy Big Nate, man, continue, bro, man. Listen, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your brotherhood. Knowing this, man, and I love that video of the lady with Parkinson, man. You working with her, man. It's amazing the courage that we see. We talked about today. Identify yourself with a successful image. We talked about developing that positive attitude by being a hero of your own story, man. You are the hero of your life, man. My heart went out to you, man, with the loss of your mom. Knowing this, man, that your legacy, her legacy lives on because of the fight that you continue to fight. You know what I mean? The way you're voicing your heart, voicing your opinions, changing the world, changing culture, relating to people, man, walking this thing out. Life ain't easy. It ain't supposed to be easy. There was never a fight when you won that championship, the lightweight championship of the world. There was never a fight that you ever had, man, where training was easy, where the fight was easy. But guess what? When you held up that belt, you know what I'm saying, and they said the new good new, baby. Listen, every mile was worth it. Every jump rope was worth it. Every sparring was worth it. Every sit-up was worth it. Every heavy bag was worth it. And so listen, you guys, on this page, man, we had the former lightweight champion of the world, my man Nate Campbell. And so again, as I say, man, you my hero, my brother. Continue to live out, you know what I'm saying, the next chapters of your life. All right, continue to live it out because you're making an impact. You're making an impact, bro. And so listen, y'all be blessed today. I encourage you guys, man, listen, make an impact today in your life. You can create your ideal environment by having a positive attitude, a willingness to admit when you're wrong, and a mindset that understands that failure is not permanent, but it's just merely feedback. So listen, y'all be great today. Y'all be blessed today. Y'all can continue this conversation. If there's anything you need me to share on, any way I can serve you, anything I can speak on, encourage you, you guys definitely let me know by posting your comments, okay? Because I read them so that I can turn back around and serve you guys better, okay? In another way. All right, y'all have a blessed one today. Peace.